Okay, so welcome back, folks. This is just going to be a clip of a battle. Got an engagement against a Japanese fleet here as the German Empire, circa, 1902 or something along those lines. So let's go ahead and do a quick run through of combat basics. Alright, I have a light cruiser and a destroyer in my fleet. The destroyer is preset to scout. So a game tip early before you develop RDF or radar is to ping the location by setting your ships to retreat. I'm going to go ahead and put my destroyers on save torpedoes because they're the guys that are going to run around and try to be more accurate with them. The cruiser, on the other hand, well, he can kind of do what he does right now. So we have our fleet set on scout, and here we go. Maybe this will be a ghost battle, maybe not. Actually, what I can do is I can free my destroyer up and send him right at him, because he is faster than both of their ships. He will find them. Alright, so give you a quick rundown of how I have my ship set up. So this is later in the game. I've gotten off my base model ships. Once I get to destroyer hulls, I like to start putting larger guns on them. And hopefully you have barbettes by the time you get there. So this is my general destroyer layout. It's not the most stable platform, but you do get a good bit of firepower out of it like this. So I have two 4-inch guns, you can see those right there, and then I have three maxed out 2-inch guns. And since I'm up against a fleet of one heavy cruiser and two torpedo boats, my destroyer actually more than outmatches their their torpedo boats, so long as you don't take a nasty torpedo hit. And then for my light cruiser, I have two 6-inch Mark IIs and turrets. They do pretty well. I have a decent bit of firepower. I'm going to try to save my torpedoes on my destroyers for his heavy cruiser. And then I have pretty much a mess of little 2-inch guns for dealing with torpedo boats and destroyers alike. And then, of course, 4 torpedo tubes, one aft, one stern, and 2 sides. Now, with my light cruisers, I leave my torpedoes on standard torpedo range. That bumps them out to standard torpedo propellers rather. That bumps them out to 1.2 kilometers, at least at my current tech level. Now, my destroyer, on the other hand, I have gotten twin tubes, and I've got fast props that run out to 1 kilometer. So destroyers you have to get pretty close with, but it all works out. Uh-oh, there they are. Okay, so then that's the heavy cruiser. Good. We want to engage him with the destroyer. All right, and hopefully this won't be an epic fail, but we shall see. And it does take a minute for ships to identify, but try to run close. Uh-oh. That's what I was worried about. That's okay. I got him. I got him good. And this is where maximum cruise settings on your destroyers really help, because when they take damage like that, and destroyers are pretty much supposed to take damage like that. Not supposed to, it's best to avoid it. But nonetheless, run down this annoying little torpedo boat. But remember, torpedo boats have no armor. So it's kind of an issue with torpedo boats. And I think I still, let me see here. Nope, I put heavy shells on this guy. I'd started upgrading to heavy shells because take off that collision avoidance. I don't know if you'll find this out in combat or not, but the collision avoidance sometimes causes more trouble than it solves. So you do want to take that off, especially with your little destroyers that are running around in between enemy ships and stuff. And keep in mind, I am playing this on legendary difficulty. I don't know that it bumps ship performance so much, but what legendary difficulty does do is creates many economic problems for your nation. Right? So, give you an idea of what certain ships do. There goes the torpedo boat. And then let's see if, oh, there he is. He's running around over here. My cruiser's on him right now. And just to give you an idea of what I'm doing as far as a setup for my other ships. So my lighter ships, I tend to like the semi-armor piercing because I usually intend my lighter ships to engage ships that are either at size or smaller than. And see how my destroyer fixed him. So he took a torpedo hit, but because of his crew size, he was able to effect repairs. And I'm not running down that torpedo boat with this cruiser. My light cruisers are starting to get a little dated. They only go 23 knots top. But as you can see, the semi-armor piercing and nose fuse HE shells are wonderful for taking out light and unarmored targets. And there again, in my opinion, I like HE shells to cause more damage and do fires because they're not intended to penetrate the target. And there's that. So kind of a one-sided victory. It wasn't a heavy cruiser, it was a light cruiser, but he took 2 torpedoes early and sank pretty quick. And as you can see, the torpedo accuracy. So that's the trick with destroyers, is being able to dance in close, hopefully not taking much in the way of damage. So that's that. Thanks for watching.